That's part of the reason why I did the Let's Play for Raging Blast 2 literally all over Twitch and kind of blind, more so just because of the fact that I'd already done the entire game once before, and I was not about to do the whole game twice. No thank you.
This is the coin menu in this game. This is Rancid. You have to get coins that have specific character relations next to each other for a bigger bonus, and coins only boost a certain specified stat. They might have a secondary ability, like giving you a boost to one of your attacks or making an effect last longer or something, but they're not that important. The only thing that matters is getting your attack up and getting it as high as you can.
Because you're gonna need it, especially for how wacky some characters can be to play as. Yeah, what makes it even worse is that it's only specific things that will give you like friendship bonuses between each other that will actually further raise stats, and that is terrifying.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something. What the hell is it reminding me of? A little bit like Bleach Brave Souls and like the way how you have characters like on the same team, you'll get bonuses because of the pairings, but not nearly as egregious.
I think that was Kurt that just made a post about how his nephew walked over his PS3.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, that's pretty mortifying.
My condolences. Holy fuck. So the disappointing thing is that level that we just went through with all the literally wrapping up and around the top of the level in order to continue, that was probably the best level in the game.
It is the simplest one.
It is.
Oh no, it was Alex, not Kurt.
You're not Kurt? Not with that attitude.
Messages scroll by fast. Sorry, I was looking at the game at the time. I was trying to do the coin spiel.
I realize that we should probably be talking about the actual One Piece story, but my experience also having gone through Dragon Ball Z literally dozens of times over and over again with the Let's Plays, you kind of just start talking about other things that are going on.
My nephew corrupted my Xenoverse 1 save. Ooh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish having to play Xenoverse 1 on anyone a second time.
I still gotta finish the game for stream.
You were literally like 15 minutes from the end of that game.
I know, and it's so fucking annoying to play in general. I can't bring myself to do it right now.
You were gonna feel like you're flying when you finally boot up too.
Probably.
Honestly, it doesn't matter that we're not talking about the story, because what story in the Buggy's arc?
That is totally true. Buggy's arc does pretty well in it, and actually setting up the story going, or like how story beats would go going forward.
Also, yeah, Kurt, screw Kuro, he isn't important. We're not gonna find out anything about Usopp's character arc until the third game.
Who's Usopp? Wait, I don't think Usopp is in this level. Oh my god.
We don't get Usopp in this game at all until... He might not even be a selectable partner in Arlong Park. We might not see him until the first Alabasta stage.
You might be right. Huh. No, wait, no. I'm pretty sure he does actually make an appearance at Arlong Park, but I don't remember to what capacity exactly.
In this game?
Yeah.
Okay.
That being said, though, I don't believe we play it. No, wait, no, we do play as him in Eddie's lobby. I'm pretty sure in a boss fight against Rob Lucci. I think.
No, we play as Sanji. We have this stage again against Luffy as Usopp, and that sucks.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true. I'm still gonna say also, when I was going through One Piece the first time through, well, not like I haven't finished it yet, I'm still gonna say that the Baratie is still one of my favorite arcs having gone through. It's some of the best characterization from back when I was going through it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm also gonna be real here too. Okay, so I've talked about this before a little bit. I did actually watch the 4Kids dub a little bit when it was being broadcast on, I think, was it Toonami?
It was on their show. It was on their network first, and then it got syndicated on Toonami.
Yeah, so I was watching One Piece a little bit through that way, and they actually did keep the broad strokes of Sanji's past with Zeph and how they had to survive on literally like a rock with no food for like weeks. That was still there.
It was 20 days, I think, before they finally got rescued.
Yeah, something like that. I remember that. That was kind of crazy. Back when Mihawk did his best to steal Zoro's smile. Yeah. Also, still just wild in hindsight, knowing that we actually got a warlord on Mihawk's level this early on in the show, huh?
It's a funny thing that most people won't remember is that Jinbei was mentioned by name literally during this arc, and he wouldn't appear until Impel Down.
Yeah, I don't remember that being mentioned. Wait, was it mentioned that he was captured or something? Because
Zoro's two friends. What are their names?
Yeah, I don't remember either.
The two,
but I know what you're talking about. The two guys with
Johnny and
sunglasses.
Yosuku.
Yeah.
Johnny's already on Arlong Park with Zoro and Usopp. Yosuku is with Luffy and Sanji. And he's explaining to them why Mihawk was such a big deal, saying that he was one of the 7 warlords of the sea. And he mentions Jinbei by name because Arlong is a fishman, and he says that Jinbei is also a fishman. So he's the first one besides Mihawk mentioned by name, but he was the last of the original set to appear in person.
Yeah. It still is kind of cool that a former warlord is now a mainstay, an actual member of the Straw Hats. That is really cool. I knew it was going to happen, just depending on which one it was going to be.
Here it is, because I don't think you actually got a chance to do this last stage.
Nope, I did not. I was a little busy actually with the parkour.
So the way it works is you have one defined combo you can use with your partner to make them appear. You have a window to hit L2 where you can play as that character for like 4 seconds while you also do exactly one combo. You fill up that meter there directly next to their icon. All that does is it lets you do their level 1 Muso when you activate their combo the next time once it's full. This mechanic sucks. This accomplishes nothing for anyone.
Are you engaged yet, kids? Are you having fun?
This is just a hindrance.
Yeah, I don't like it when it's over. So anyway, speaking of Jinbei, I would like to mention that I have... Okay, first of all, I'm not keeping up with the anime. I also am not keeping up with the manga. Oops. Oh, okay. Watching Film Red last night was the very first experience I got to see of Jinbei actually being a part of the Straw Hat Pirates, and that was really cool. Although nothing really came of that, and he had only like a couple of fight scenes overall, it was so cool. I was like, God, the full team is actually here.
How do you prefer to spell Jinbei? Exactly as you have it, Jimbei. It's one of those contentious ones where sometimes it's spelled Jimbe, nothing at the end.
Yeah, I think the I at the end, in terms of English lexicon, I think having the EI is usually conveys A better for sounding, but yeah.
You should do the log sometime and do co-op. Yeah, we're gonna have to do at least one of the challenge stages to show off what co-op looks like in this game, because in this game specifically, co-op is a nightmare.
So, I'm gonna be real here.
No, it's not in the story. You can't do it in the story. Just one of the challenge stages for like 10 minutes just to show it off.
I've been meditating and weighing the idea of doing the dream log for Pirate Warriors 3 for like its own mini little sub-series for filler content.
Absolutely. That sounds lovely.
That would be fun.
Yeah. No, he meant doing one of the challenge modes for this to break out the co-op.
We did that for the old Let's Play too. Like after we were done, we went back and just like did an hour of like co-op stuff, or at least like for that one 10,000 kill mission.
No. That was single player handoff. We did it on one stage that was also I think in the Annie's lobby area, but just for 10 minutes to show off how much of a nightmare that can be. Because remember, it's different in this game from all the other ones.
True.
The log for Pirate Warriors 4 took me ages. The real challenge was S-ranking all of them. Honestly, once you know that you're supposed to S-rank the logs in these games, it becomes incredibly easy. It just makes it so you don't have to go back and do it later.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize that at first when doing it in 3, that, it locks you out of items unless you get the S-rank in 3. So by the time I'd finished it, Babs hadn't started playing it yet, so I made sure to tell him up front, no, S-rank every stage, and especially in Drape Log the first time, so that way you don't have to go back to it later. It will save you a lot of time.
Yep.
And when I did the replay on the Switch version, I made a point of doing that, doing the S-ranks the first time, every time.
Anyway, while you're playing this, I'm actually going to be observing Mihawk, see if he actually does have his Pirate Warriors 2 moveset, because he's already playable. So I looked it up, and Pirate Warriors 2 is already... No, okay, he's just doing the dagger. Pirate Warriors 2 took less than a year to develop after Pirate Warriors 1 dropped, and that's actually kind of wild to think about, considering that even if the story is stupid, like the gameplay improvements made in 2 over 1.
So the thing with that is it is a lot of exactly reused stages, only mildly tweaked to be playable by everyone besides Luffy. So a lot of it is, they just had to tweak existing stages, and they only built like 3 or 5 original maps for it.
Yeah. Does the frame rate tank at some points when playing co-op for this or the other Pirate Warriors games?
Yes.
So the frame rate tanks, the cropping is terrible because it does the vertical split screen, not horizontal. The map, I think, is actually split between the two of you also, like literally dead center in the middle of the screen, so you can't see shit.
I would kill to have a single map, even if it is in the middle of the screen. No, what these games do is they'll have both players get their own mini-map that's so tiny because they have to put one on each screen that you can't even see it at all.
Yeah. Wound the back means shame for a swordsman.
Also, since we're gonna see him only one more time in the rest of this game, and I'm not gonna remember it by then, I actually like the 4 kids acting a lot, the voices. I think they're, in some cases, I actually like them better than their Funimation counterparts.
That's fair.
John Gremlin's great. I adore French Caribbean Mihawk. And I'm sorry, Chris, I adore,
Mark Dryson?
yes, Mark Dryson Zoro more than Chris. Chris is fantastic.
Hey man, Guts is pretty good, I won't deny that.
It's the sort of thing where it's like, I don't agree with this most of the time when people say this, but Chris's Zoro sounds older than he should.
I don't disagree with that.
He sounds... Zoro at this point in time is supposed to be 19, and he sounds 30 or 40. He doesn't sound 19. Mark Dariuson's Zoro actually sounded like he was somewhere in the range of 25.
So let me tell you a story.
Oh?
Okay, so ironically I have a similar critique like that for another character that's on the screen right now, Josh Grimillion. Okay. You know how Mihawk is pretty much just a cutting image of D from the movie series Vampire Hunter D?
Yes.
Okay, so Josh Grimillion, funny enough, would then go on to voice D in the redub that Sentai got their hands on. Now, the funny thing is, that exact same critique you have as for Chris Sabat as Zoro, I have for Josh Grimillion voicing D, because D physically is, like, supposed to be, like, maybe very early 20s, but, like, obviously he's a vampire, so he's super old. He makes him sound, like, physically like in his 40s, and I'm just like, this is not the kind of vibe you should be going for with this character.
What did you think of Michael McConaughey's D from the 80s dub?
I don't remember whatsoever. I haven't watched that since I was literally a kid.
I think
if it's anything like the Bloodlust, though, he does pretty good, though.
If you still have those Blu-rays I bought you, I think they have the old dubs on them.
Maybe. I at least have... I have the physical disc for Bloodlust. Also, I need to show you that. That movie is absolutely fucking gorgeous, and Studio Madhouse at their best.
I think I bought you those movies for Christmas one year.
You did at least for the redub for one. Also, peak 80s animation, too, I just want to say.
Yeah.
Sentai redubbed it? Of course. Yeah, of course. I feel like Yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked about this back in the old Let's Play for...
yeah, they did this back in,
game.
like, 2015.
Yeah.
Where, Ye Olden Resident Evil game. And then they announced that new movie or whatever it was that never got off the ground.
I think it was supposed to be like a series, but literally nothing ever happened with it, yeah.
But also, yes, Alex, I just checked it during the cutscene. Zoro was 19 pre-time skip, and he is 21 afterwards.
You wouldn't think so, but yeah, that is the case. Just like how... I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to feel like Robin's age is supposed to be at, but she's only...
28.
Yeah, she's 28 pre-time skip, 30 post-time skip, and I feel like she's... Yep. She's supposed to be older, but I'm not entirely sure about that. She gives out 35 vibes.
The anime series has yet to really... Yeah, I think that's probably dead in the ground.
I feel like it is too. As a Vampire Hunter D fan in the crowd right now, yeah, I don't think that's happening anymore. It's a fucking shame. There's a lot of material to work with. The manga is pretty good.
Robin doesn't look that... No one looks their actual age.
No, literally no one outside like the old men look their age.
That's how you get surprised by Zoro being 19.
Yeah. Or Frankie being 40.
He is 34 pre-time skip. He is 36 post.
Okay, yeah.
This is the first instance of where these stages can start getting a little complicated.
Yeah. I'm glad we're doing this live, so that way and we're doing this on Twitch, so we have an audience to bounce off of when there's dead air from trying to navigate this fucking level. Not this one specifically, but we're gonna have some later on to talk about.
There will be 4. Oh god, there's 4 of them that are gonna be kind of a nightmare. Right. I'm supposed to hit the cannon.
Oh yeah. Also, I'm noticing the draw distance is terrible in this level. Are you seeing this?
Yes.
Like, look at the water.
Yeah,
like,
look at how that driftwood completely vanished until we got within 8 feet of it.
Yeah. Okay, maybe the word I'm not looking for is draw distance, because that's pretty terrible too. But like, like how low the skybox makes the water look like it barely extends like maybe like a third of a mile out.
Yeah. It's the culling is how far out things are visible.
For what it's worth, though, this game does still make water look decent. As I'm looking at it, it looks like it's maybe 15 frames a second.
If even.
Yeah.
You know, I can deal with a lot of shit frame rate. It takes a lot for it to actually bother me. The worst I think it's been, and I'm sorry to keep harping on this, is actually the fighters cutscenes.
Well, that's by design.
Where it goes down to 12 frames.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure those are by design. But then again, I also feel like that's also more off the heels of Exard versus like Strive, where Strive does it really fucking well, but Exard, I think, is like this more weird middle ground.
It's Alex. If it was trying to be the anime, it would be 24 frames, and that would actually be good.
No,
or at least serviceable.
That's film. I think animation is trying to run at like 12 usually.
No, anything TV is supposed to be 24.
To be honest, I do like Mark Ryerson and Zoro. I do feel like his performance is good, and 4Kids dub script kind of hurted it for me.
The problem is always the script.
Yeah, it's always that, and like usually it's like that in whatever property 4Kids gets their hands on, because obviously broadcast rules that have to abide by for their own sponsors. So you can't necessarily fault them too much for that, but I will say that yeah, I do still like Guts as Zoro personally.
Did I go backwards?
I don't think so. Anyway,
okay, no, yeah, there's something new here.
Anyway, to give you perspective for everyone in the audience right now, be sure to keep an eye on the size of the map, because if you are looking at the bottom of the screen, there's a little bit of cutoff right there. And if you're looking at that confused, it's because of the fact that we're not remotely fucking done with this level. These get very insanely long. And I really do wish for Pirate Warriors 2, where it is a linear capture basis kind of gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah, Alex is right. Limited animation is animating on 3s, which means 8 frames, not 12 and not 24. That's when you know something is wrong. That's when something starts to look like stop motion, which is honestly kind of what Fighters felt like. It felt like they were doing stop motion.
Yeah, they could have turned up the frame rate a little bit in some cutscenes. Then again, I don't remember any of the cutscenes, honestly, at this point, and since the game, because here's literally the lifespan of what people do when playing Dragon Ball FighterZ. They play the story mode once.
They don't.
They don't ever again, and then they just move on with their lives. Yeah, that's actually a lot of people who like play FighterZ competitively, but have never actually touched the story mode, and so they don't have Android 21 unlocked. This is true.
I don't think I ever actually beat the full story. I got pretty annoyed by the multiple empty maps with nothing going on. I
did twice.
Yes, you did.
Once for the actual just regular playthrough, and once for a Let's Play. And yeah, it's so I will say one cool thing they did, however, is when there was the update patch that allowed you to get more assist in the game, they actually did patch that back into the story mode, so you can do that also there. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I wish they made so you could use DLC characters also in the story mode, but yeah. Anyway, how about fighters?
Yeah, they limit you to what's just available, don't they? Cannon? Oh, do I have to beat all the guys? Oh, yeah, clear all the guys first. There he is.
There he is. We were also talking about this back in the old recording, but I also do just like Don Krieg, probably because he's a big dumb gorilla man, but also he's not even like a devil fruit user. He's just a dude with guns.
Oh no, as a character he's fucking terrible, but conceptually I like Krieg a lot.
He's literally just a dude, yeah.
It also goes to show that you can never be too prepared. Man is decked out in gold and diamond armor, the strongest in the world, and he still was not able to handle what the Grand Line had in store for him.
Yeah, just ignore the fact that gold is actually pretty flimsy when you get down to it as an actual material, but yes, details.
He also, all the weapons you could possibly imagine, but no, he also had diamond armor too.
He's also got missile launchers too, I think, on him.
Yes, he does.
My man is literally the full armor unicorn.
Yes.
Anyways, he's also gonna die pretty quickly. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say you could probably rip your level 4 and do some good damage too. Not like he'll kill you outright.
Well, no, but also his first bar is also get hit, damn it. Would get timed out pretty early.
Yeah, true. But anyway, I do still really like hindsight being what it is. Among East Blue still has some of the best arcs overall in the entire franchise, and I think Baratie definitely is still among my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
It still has some of the most heart-wrenching moments, especially between Zeph and, Zeph, right? Yeah, okay.
Zeph.
Yeah, okay, I want to make sure I wasn't confusing with Zed there. And, Sanji. Like, there's just some really good characterization right there.
Absolutely. They're gonna have an interesting time in the live action when, Zeph has to chop his leg off.
Yeah.
And that's if they go with the anime rendition. In the manga, he doesn't cut his leg off, he eats his leg.
In the manga?
Yes.
My god.
Yeah,
okay.
because he gave Sanji all the food, so he still had to eat something for the 20 days they were sitting on that rock, so he blunt force trauma took his leg off by bashing it with a rock.
God damn.
And he ate the leg.
That's absolutely insane.
In the anime, he just starved for 20 days.
I've been hearing more and more that the One Piece manga does some absolutely insane shit that you don't see in the anime.
Yeah, they do.
Which is cool, and also a reaffirmation that you totally should read the manga if you guys ever get a chance. Yes, I'm speaking to myself here too. I would read the One Piece manga, but I don't want people looking over my shoulder and seeing Nami's tits out. Ass!
Remember Toei edited a Genocide. Which one was this? Genocide. Is this a Dragon Ball thing? I don't remember that happening in One Piece. They didn't die, they were just laid out on the floor and babies cried.
What are you talking about?
Can you be more specific?
Please be more Pacific here.
I'm sophisticated.
Oh yeah, and also the funny thing we noticed during the original recording too. Sometimes Luffy's clothes will have some physics of their own in the cutscenes.
They didn't remove it, but I joke because of the lack of... Alex! Name. Give us a name here.
Sauce! Like, how can I enjoy this pasta without the fucking sauce? Topical jokes, that's here.
He's referring to movies 4 and 5, he said it earlier. Oh. Removing... There is nothing for those movies to draw any canon off of, so if they edited anything out, it's because they wrote it out of something to begin with.
Oh wow, Sanji's tie is actually moving in this cutscene, you see that?
Yeah.
Weird.
You were saying something we noticed in the first recording?
Oh yeah, the clothes have physics in these cutscenes. You can especially see it with Luffy.
Yeah, they do.
Anyway, this still fucks.
How do you feel about the manga-style Gundam cut-in cutscenes?
I'm fine with it. I think it is a neat choice. However, when they're trying to do cinematic and they do that at the same time, it does get a little bit jarring.
What do you think about the cutscene models in general? These are actually CG.
Oh, you mean these?
Yeah, the actual proper cutscenes.
I think the cutscenes actually are pretty good. I think it's definitely one of the high points of the game.
I think these look fantastic.
I think sometimes, however, like the manga-esque shading they're going for, with the lines everywhere, I think that can get a little heavy at times, especially with this. Look at their fucking clothes, oh my god.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's honestly, yeah, I do really enjoy the cutscenes in this game. Like, the frame rate's generally pretty fucking smooth, which I don't think you'll even get with Pirate Warriors 3 on PS3, holy fucking shit. But yeah, no, the cutscenes are really good. I wish there was more, personally. I really do. But yeah,